I just wanted to give you guys a quick bird's eye view up here. So this is what we got.
Okay, I gotta do a voiceover. I keep doing that when I make vlogs. I'll leave the earpiece in. But anyways, this is what we got. So the yellow cap on the red line, that's just a dead wire. I didn't have to do that, but I just chose to because I was eager to hook it up or get it going, and you know what I mean? So I used the 12.3 Traveler for like, I don't know, half of it. You can see next to it, it's just a 12.2. And again, this is a 15 amp circuit. So, I mean, really 14.2 would have been the match, but it's okay to use bigger wire on a smaller circuit. But yeah, we hooked up the grounds over there. You can see I still got to hook up my hot and I still got to hook up my neutral. So I'm just giving you a quick look in. My whole thing is I'm clipping the insulation to the exact length for these quick connects. So I really zeroed in on that, and I'll touch up on that later on again too. But yeah, things are going good. I've been hooking them up most of this day, and it's just this one circuit in this room. But yeah, so that block's kind of in the way, but decided just to leave it. I could have taken it out, but I mean, I could still work on it, so I left it. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I gotta hook these up, and then I'll get another clip. Okay, here we go. So it's hooked up. So you can see the white lines, the neutral there with the electrical tape around it. I do that just to be safe. The tiniest bit of wire was exposed, so I just thought, well, I'll tape it up. Now the way the quick connects are, it's kind of nice. They kind of like make it to where they can't touch each other in there. You know what I mean? Because it's like a square box against a square box. But anyways, they're good. The black or the hot one there, they lined up fine. I got it kind of dialed in after a few attempts. So, anyways, they lined up good. The insulation butted right up to the quick connect. It was perfect. But yeah, what I did is I would cut like a little bit extra of the insulation off, and then I would line it up. Then I would trim the last little bit off of the wire. So, anyways, those work really good. The dikes. So I would hold the wire with the top there because it's not sharp again. I would hold it and then I would just push it right on. Now there's another styled quick connect, and we're gonna come across it later. I'll show you. They were a little trickier, plus they were a little shorter. So it was a different, length by just very slight, an eight, maybe a 16th of an inch or something. So anyways, I dink around with it and I get it, good. But yeah, that's that. I'll take the cover and put it on, and we'll go on to the next step here. Okay, this is what I mean right here. So these ones are a little different. So this is what they look like here. They're a little bit shorter, like I was saying. And also, they don't just go on as smoothly for whatever reason. I don't know if it's something I did or what the deal was, but yeah, they took a little more effort to get on. I try to remain mindful to keep my wire ends flat and flush. So when I put them into the quick connects, they're not at an angle. They actually butt up to it. This block gap's even smaller. I really should have notched it out, but the thing is I can pull them out and hook them up kind of below it and then just tuck them back up in. So that's what I end up doing. It was fine. Everything went well. Okay, here we go. Here's a visual. So you can see there it's pretty flat, but it's still a very mild angle. I'll still put it in. That's close enough, but I guess I want to avoid a severe angle. And I just want it to butt up perfectly inside the quick connect. I don't know how important that is, really. That's just what I wanted to do, so that's what I did. But things are moving right along, and yeah, on to the next thing. Okay, that's what we got for our finisher. Again, I did the electrical tape. Just the tiniest bit of wire was exposed out of the quick connect. So yeah, just to be extra safe, I wrapped it with the tape for an extra barrier. And yeah, that's where we're at. Everything's all hooked up on there. I can put the cover back on. Now we can move on to the last light, then the switch, then the breaker. There's our box right there. You got two lines. That's for the canister lights, it says. That says home feed or home run. So we're gonna hook those up here shortly, and I'll show you it after.
Hey yo, what's up?
So yeah, I'm pretty fired up. I got that all hooked up. I hooked up five today. I had the three originally hooked up. So I came up, I hooked up the other five. I hooked up one switch and then I hooked up one breaker. That was it. Boom, good to go. Yeah, things went good. Like I said, well, yeah, earlier, like I was showing you guys, I like very much zeroed in on the insulation of the wires butting up exactly to the quick connect. I like hyper focused on that. Probably wasn't needed. Now that I look back on it, and it's not a big deal, but it wasn't like as crucial as I made it out to be. But yeah, it's no big deal. So, anyways, I got a nice little system for that too. Yeah, I basically just took a wire. That's all I did is just got it like zeroed in. Now the thing is the halo lights, the canister lights, they would have different quick connects. Like they just had the same two and they kept switching back and forth and they're different lengths. So anyways, yeah, I just made this little guy here, butted it up, put my tools right to it, my snips, and then boom, just snipped it and peeled the coating off. That was it. And then I would go back and just snip it, you know, just ever slightly, just snip it off, just shorten it and get it just right. But yeah, looking back on it, it's not a big deal. It's whatever, dude. It was with 5 lights. It doesn't really matter. I didn't spend that long. I spent like maybe a half a day doing all that and the switch and the breaker and getting the bulbs and a little cleanup, but that's nothing, dude. But yeah, switch went good. I wish I would have got the switch on film, but I was I forgot all about it. I was just working away, and then before I knew it, I was done. But we can try to take a look into it, and we'll see if we can get a halfway decent look into it. But yeah, it was very similar to an outlet. There will be plenty more switches. The next switch, I will definitely make sure to get on camera. I'm pretty satisfied with them. Oh, and of course, I tore down those two temp lights. I took them down, and then I took the wire down, coiled it all up. I'll get a clip over here. We still have the hot wire over there, so I'll go ahead and get that just so you guys can see it. I got it coiled up, and yeah, we'll get a peek into that switch. That's what I mean. So there it is. Obviously the black, the hot's hot. I just labeled it. I labeled it just, hey, it's hot, but I'll freaking tear it down. I put the date for tomorrow. But anyways, I'll tear it down. I just have it labeled just in case somehow someone came up here or something. I don't know, just to be safe. But that is technically hot. Like right now, if I touched it, if I took the cap off and touched it, I would get electrocuted. But yeah, that's that. You can see those got to come down and just has like one screw. That's no big deal. I just left it up for the time being. This is what I mean. That's what I mean by like I coiled it up. This was it. This is just the temp wire. Yeah, it's not that much. I coiled it up. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to come through and do the same. I should be able to hook all these up, hook them all up, and yeah, get bulbs in, hook up a switch to my ganger there. Boom. And yeah, have another room in, and then again, take down this temp wire, those temp lights, and then I'll gain some wire. So that's sick. I'm pretty fired up about that. Let's get a quick glimpse into this That's switch. Silly. I just put electrical tape because it's technically hot. So if you jammed your hand in there or a tool or something, you could get zapped. Very unnecessary. No one's gonna do that. I'll do that. I'll like overly do stuff just to be like extra safe. Okay, you can see halfway decent in there. So you have 2 wires. Okay. This is the home feed. What it's called. Look down here. Home feed, can lights. This home feed, it goes to the breaker. It goes, see, I labeled it again just to like, again, overly doing everything. So yeah, you follow it, you follow it, you follow it, boom, it goes right to our panel. Now, this is here just to hold in these because they'll pop out because we don't have that cover on yet. And I just have it off so I can show you guys it, and because I just wired it. So I labeled it there, boom. It just says room 1, can lights. I know it's like backwards. That was my bad, but still. 15 amp, there she is. That was the 20 amp for those outlets. Boom, 15 amp, that's our lights. That's our lights, our 8 lights. But anyways, so that now that you realize that that's the home run, boom, the other one's can lights. Okay, so you look in here, you have your 2 grounds. Now, you come, you braid it, you snip one off, you leave your one, boom, that's your ground to hook to there. The other one's there, and we put the wire nut on, so we know they're in perfect contact. Now, the whites, or your neutrals, boom, you put those together, you strip the wire, and then you put on a wire nut. If you look on the back of the pack, the yellow pack or whatever, or those yellow wire nuts, it tells you that you can hold minimum 2, maximum 3 wires together with that with that yellow wire nut. Now let's take a peek on our other side. Okay, it's hard to see on this one, but so what you have is you have 2 black lines. One's called a load. Now that's on the top, and that's just for the canister lights. Remember, can lights. The other one is your hot, your power. Bottom one is your power. It's your home run, your home feed. It goes to the panel. That's the bottom one. It always goes on the bottom. Now the top is the canister light ones. That's on the top. That goes to the canister lights. So when you hit on, that takes the power from there and jumps it up to there. When you flip it off, boom, lights off. Okay, lights off. It cut the power to it. Boom, lights on. Okay, it filled in, it bridged it from the bottom one to the top one. So yeah, that's it. And then again, I just accordioned up the wires. I left more than like your normal electrician does, and that's just because, I don't know, I do everything, like I said, like overly cautious, just because I'm not like crazy. I wouldn't say I'm uncomfortable. I'm just, I haven't done, I haven't wired 20 houses. I've done, I've put 100 roofs on, but I haven't, wired 100 buildings. Point being is I'm just extra cautious. So they tell you a 1/4 inch, I leave, 6 inches. Very unnecessary. Also too, if you look, can you see that? You can't, it's a sick thing. Once you push the wires down, that's it, bro. That's it. You're not getting them back out. When you pull up on it, it tightens on it. So you can't get them out. So that's another reason why I left it that far. So, we don't want to put our finger in there. But yeah, that's that, bro. There's going to be one more switch here, of course, and that's going to be the fans. And yeah, that's that. So anyways, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. As always, leave a like if you'd like, comment in the chat. Ask any questions you want about the work. Ask any questions about the building. I've done a lot of work to it, so it's just kind of satisfying for me to come through and finish this last phase. I will continue tomorrow, and I can work. Like I said, I will move on and do the next room, and we'll see what else we have time for tomorrow. I'm going to take my time again, and I should be a little faster because I'm getting a little better with it. So that's cool. That's a good feeling. If you like this type of stuff, and feel free to subscribe. You don't have to, it's no big deal. If you want to just check it out, that's cool too. It's kind of sweet that's like, okay, people watch it, maybe they're getting something from it, maybe even just entertainment. That's cool. Yeah, I just like film. I don't know, I just kind of like hooked onto it in the last little bit. I know it's not that wild. It's 2025. Lots of people are filming with their iPhones, so it's a pretty basic thing. So yeah, but still, it's cool because yeah, just like a year ago, I didn't really care about film and not even really photography or anything. Like, it's cool to see the evolution go down, and I'm going to enjoy it while I can. So I will definitely keep pushing content and creating content and getting it out there. I got a lot of like family too subscribed, so they like to check it out, and it's kind of like a way to like, we get to catch up or something. So I guess that's going to really do it for me. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Peace.